Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here then welcome. As always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, really does help the channel out, and all my links to my Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, everything's below. Now this piece is back to the usual. I'm doing the canvas piece. It's a deep canvas that I got from Hobbycraft, nice rectangular shape. I really enjoyed this. It was again slightly different shape to all the canvas boards that I have been doing. This one was done in acrylic, but it was inspired by an artist that I found on YouTube called Kellogg's Loops, who I'll have linked below. But I started following him on Instagram, and he had a personal exhibition, and it was all about the concept of breathe. All of his pieces were done with like blue backgrounds with a bit of gold detailing, which is what's inspired this. He did have one piece that was a lady with some cranes, which I really liked the idea, so I decided to do a crane of my own with then origami cranes hanging in the background. So this piece kind of means a lot to me in a way, because when I was listening to him, he did a YouTube video explaining about the concept behind breathe and all of this, and it really resonated with me because I've spoke about before about giving myself a break from trying to do so much, like in terms of trying to keep the shop open and YouTube and Instagram and trying to create new artwork every single day, and like giving myself a break physically because, you know, work full time. But after listening to everything he was talking about, I realised you also need to give yourself a break mentally. Like, mental health is so important, and it's something that not many people talk about. It's almost like a taboo subject. And I think, especially for me, I just realised sometimes there's so much going on that it's not just physical stress. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. It's a very warm day, so my window is open. But it's also about giving yourself a break mentally. So there will be times where I'm thinking, oh, I'm not doing enough, like I haven't created that much artwork, or I haven't done that much in my big sketchbook, I've only been doing little doodles in my travel sketchbook this week, and that's not good enough. Or like work, oh, what if I'm not trying hard enough, and all these other things. Like, it's not just physically giving yourself a break. If you allow yourself to get too stressed out or things like this, then mentally you're just going to wear yourself out, which then affects you physically. And I think it's something that nobody, or at least not many people, pay attention to, that mental health is linked to your physical health. That is all very well taking care of one, but if you don't take care of the other, then it's not going to work. So yeah, so this is my interpretation of breathe. I really enjoyed, I think the blue colours definitely go with that concept of breathing, relaxation. I think blue is a very nice, cool tone, and I liked a little bit of gold. It worked really well, gave it a little bit of delicacy to it. And the actual crane itself, they're quite elegant birds, very graceful. Also kind of goes along with my raise awareness, because especially as mentioned in Our Planet, where I was watching it all, a lot of the birds have been affected by the things that we're doing. So this piece kind of involved quite a few different things, main topics that are quite relevant to how I feel at the moment. Now obviously I do these voiceovers and stuff a few weeks before the video actually goes out, but it's been quite a difficult time in terms of balance and everything, as I've mentioned before. And now, although I've given myself, as I said, that break physically, mentally I'm still in that same mindset of trying to do everything at once, and it's a bit tiring. And even with trying to do this raise awareness thing, you know, it's something I really want to do, it's something I do feel very passionate about, but at the same time it's exhausting as well, with feeling like every piece of work I have to do has to be around that. And the reality is it doesn't. I like many different forms of artwork. I enjoy drawing and painting many different things, from portraits to flowers to landscapes to animals, and not everything I have to do has to do with the raise awareness campaign. That can be a side thing, and that was kind of coming to that realisation was a bit more relaxing and allow me to enjoy my artwork again. I think that's one thing I'm prone to, and I've seen other people on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, other artists that all say that kind of thing, that they feel like they have to be doing something. They feel like they should make sure all their artwork carries a theme, that they should be producing more artwork each time so people don't get bored of seeing the same things. And I think every artist kind of feels that pressure, rather than trying to relax and just see where it takes you and just see how the mood goes. So I think the video that Kellogg's Loop did was a big eye-opener into realising that it's okay to take a step back and just breathe. And also other artists like Minnie Small, who's a big inspiration of mine, she is being very relaxed in her videos at the moment. She's just kind of doing sketchbook stuff and just seeing where it takes her, not doing any massive planning. She literally, from what she's been saying, gets up, has a look for a reference, and just see what she feels like creating. And that's kind of something that I want to start getting back into, and just being like, you know what, that's what I feel like doing today. And if it's a similar video as last week, well, so what? It's what I felt like doing. So yeah, I think it's been a bit of a random one, this one, and I've kind of waffled on about lots of different things. But yeah, I think the main thing for me that's really important is the last few weeks I've seen a lot of other artists struggling with trying to deal with mental state, in the sense of feeling that pressure and expectation that they're holding themselves to, and then not being able to do it. And that's been resonating with me quite a lot. And then to have that video where he's just like, you know, it's okay, take time to breathe, relax about it. I think it's a reminder that everybody could do with, regardless of whether you're an artist or a mum, or you're working, or you're a kid in school, or whatever it is. Everyone needs to take a break every so often. But yeah, anyway, so this piece, as said, it was done in acrylic. I also did use some gold paint for the origami, but then I was looking at the camera and realised that wasn't showing up at all, so I had to go over the top in a posca pen, and that worked really well. I actually haven't fully finished this piece. I haven't, because it's a deep edged canvas, I haven't actually finished off the edges of the canvas at all. I planned to, but then I kind of was just like, no, I've had enough now. And I almost messed up the background. I don't know if you saw in the start of the video where the blue was, I kept having black streaks come through, and that's because I hadn't properly cleaned off my paintbrush before starting this, which is a rookie mistake to make. But I actually kind of think it worked in a way. And the end result of it being a little bit more streaky kind of gave it a little bit more texture and that to the background. But yeah, so I hope you all had a good day, and that you didn't mind this rambly little video that hasn't made much sense at all. Definitely check out the video of Kellogg's Loop's Breathe. He talks about kind of picturing how your mind works and like your interpretation of it. I think it's a really interesting one. The link will be below, as well as the usual links to my shop and that, as I've said before. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week. I will hopefully be posting in the next week, but I'm not sure when this video comes out. I am going away to Thailand at the end of September, so if it's across then I probably won't be posting, because I'm going to be enjoying my relaxing break. So if it is during that time, I apologise, and I'll be back to it at the beginning of October. Yeah, so I go away for 2 weeks. Right, that's all for now, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.